Hello, hello. Hi, Carol and Cindy. All right, let me. I clicked on a little early, so we'll wait for a few people. So, this is the set. I'm not really set up here, am I? Come on. Things are falling for me and my gal. Shell collecting. So, you can stamp these, but you have to use like the opposite one, the back, or it's going to be wrong. This one's fine. Even this one, you have to switch. And I didn't do any of that double stamping. I didn't. I did paper because I have all this paper and it didn't make a dent. Did not make a dent. Hey, Gloria. So I still have a lot of scraps. I'm probably going to start doing you know, if you purchase, I'm going to send you a bunch of and start getting rid of. I'll cut down my 12 by 12s. So what else? And I just really basically use this set, except for like a few like dies, like this die, type of thing. But let me see. On the other cards, I use this. Um, oh, I used one of the words. This is a new one. This is probably going to be next week. Cutest crew, which is kind of fun because you can cut these out. There's coloring involved, but I don't mind coloring. And you can cut some of them separately. It's weird. They gave you, I think, four. And the dogs must be one. That looks like a pig. Two, three. So one short from each. I don't know. But there's butterflies and flowers, and so I think I might do that. Maybe combined with something else because I like to do that. All right, we use this. I definitely used this. Uh-oh. This goes somewhere. I hate when I do that. Okay, then I pulled out, but I didn't use. Remember, I found these two little dies. I was so happy. I mean, stamps. But I ended up not using any of them. Okay. But when I bought this set, I thought it would be a good go along because I live in Florida. And these are sets that I kept. Friends on like seashells. This one I love. This is the Sea Life Dies. Love it. Seascape. Seaside Notions. I got all kinds of. Then this one, Botanical Layers, where you can do underwater stuff. Seize the Day. Seaside Bay. Heron Habitat. Oh, my rubber band just broke. Timeless Tropical. Now, I went to use, and Sea Turtle, of course. I was going to use that. I kind of got lazy the last couple days. I mean, like, I did all of these. There are so many seashells in here. But I kind of got lazy. I didn't feel well and whatever. So, Wonderful Thoughts. I think I might have used that. It doesn't matter. Look at this. I mean, it's a mess. Who else have we got? Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Go Seahawks. Yeah, they're a winning, aren't they? Okay. We'll see if they win in the end. I don't know who my husband's rooting for. I don't really care. I'm not a football person, although I do have it on silent. Um, All right, so I did use, now there might be less people because Tony has her thing, and I don't know if that's like a private thing that you have to sign up for to watch. I have no idea. I don't care either. Okay. Whoa. So we got all these things. I gotta find the stamp I used for that. Let's put this in. At least it gets one thing out of the way. Oh yeah, I told Sue. Is Sue here yet? I told Sue I was going to be here with bells on, and she laughed. But I got my bell. Hi, Anna. All right, let's get to work. I can't be silly tonight. Yes, I can. Yeah. So when I went looking through for all my, I had some of them I had in the same spot, and other ones I was pulling for from every place you can imagine because I just have tons of stamps that I don't use that I need to sell. So if anybody's looking for something from the last probably 4 years, maybe more, I might be able to sell it. Okay, so this one, let's get this a little closer. And that came from another set. Although I saw a better one in those, that's all right, in those stamps that I didn't pull out. All right, so I'm going to take some crumb cake. And again, I did not type everything out, but basically, I mean, I can measure these for you, but it's, 4 by 5 1/4. You just kind of make it that way. Like you figure it out. See, it's sand. And once you get this done, I probably don't have to go any higher. I think I put my brushes away. I think my brush went a dusting something. This kind of blends it in together. And I spared you my boo-boo. I was gonna leave the Band-Aid off. It's a burn. But then it started looking bad again, so I said, oh, they don't want to see that. Where's my, I don't know. So when you can't find your tool, you just use your fingernail. So it doesn't matter which goes where. Do not go flying. But you'll see lots of retired paper here. And actually, I can, now that I'm looking at the other card, I did a full piece of this. Let's see how high this goes. Too high. So we're going to cut some off. Oh, that's better. Okay. So we're going to glue that down. Hi, Francis and Patricia. All right, so now this was just a simple one. Some of these are a little different than what's on there. Close, but no cigar. So that could go there. That could go about there. And this, oh, there it is, the gray one. I chose a lighter gray. Let's go that direction. That can go there. Look at that. It's just fallen right into place. And then another star. All right, so a starfish. No, I wanted that under it. Okay. I kind of did that wrong. So you're going to go. Oh, that wasn't glued down. I was fine. Now it's too late. But it's all good because they're not going to be straight or whatever anyway. All right. So this one needed to go underneath that. Here I am, arse backwards once more. All right. Did I decide? Yeah, let's go that way. Seriously, it really doesn't matter how you put them down. It's all going to work. And that's going to go there. Let's tilt that one that way. Okay. Okie dokie. I mean, I got plenty more in there. And then I don't know where it went. Have no fear. I've got a million of them. End. End. Seriously. Maybe it's that one. It's not that one. Do you believe it? He's hidden it from me. Well, this will work. So we're going to straighten it out a little bit. Now, normally I go like that, but when I use something really thin, I go the opposite way. And then you got to hope your fingers work, because the older I get, the more they don't work. Here's another thing you can do. You just take a little glue. All right. God, I want working fingers again, like in the old days. The best is when I'm sewing and working with pins. Oh my God. It's not the best, it's the worst. All right, so now we're going to fudge it down a little bit. I'm going to use my other scissor because that one does not really cut well, except on paper. So I think I want to put it right there. Go away. All right, so there's that. There's that. And I'm going to do it in secret C. And I think this one comes from the dog and cat one. Straight. Not shy shamrock. They're tricking me. Summer Splash. That's my faux layer. And you could do these a little higher. I usually like my sentiments on the bottom, but I want to see the sand too. Oh, you know what? I did that upside down. That was the part that should have got cut off, but it's fine too. It's like, you know, the sand gets smoother. Okay, so yeah, there. Oh no, let's find some. It's another thing I didn't do. And somewhere I still have those, like the ones that look like stones. I could put more. And that's a blue one, but it's still going to be good. Come on. All right, you're going to be trouble. Trouble. In my next life, I want fingers that work. Right up until I die. Okay, so there's card number 1. And I really like the brighter colors. So we're going to see how we're going to change them as we go. Okay, then there's this one. Alright, let's put that aside. So then this paper already has some texture on it. But we're still going to add a little bit of crumb cake. Don't be crinkling. Seashells are fun. Oh yeah, so I tried to use the paper that has the palm trees, but the sizes, it just would have looked ridiculous. So I went, nah. All right, so that's gonna go there. We're going to try and kind of keep it the same, but not. So I'm going to go from the top this time. So you don't have to worry about using that double two-step Stampin' if you're doing something like this on papers. I'm telling you, I didn't make a dent in my stash. It's ridiculous. Look, this one's going to be almost exact. Okay, then that'll go there. Must be missing some. Maybe I want that one. I know. Let's put that one up there. That one down there. And didn't I just have a big one? I guess not. We're going to have one now. Maybe an orange one. Okay, that'll work. Then I have to decide if I'm going to do the greeting the same. think I will. Let's see if there's one I like better. Nope, not gray. Don't want gray. We'll just stick with this one. Okay, then, so I can do that, or I can do that. No, I think it's going to be plain, like that. And I'm going to use the same seascape because it's nice and dark. Just a note. That's birthday wishes. Oh, I need those for after. Or I could do something different. I could do thinking of you, which will just fit. I do like to change them up, make them a little different. Just a little hello is not going to fit. I must have put some of them away because, you know, I'm not too bright. So we'll do the thinking. I really want the just a note, though. I like the way that fits. All right, it's going to be the thinking of you. I don't know where that went. Could do thanks. And I think I'll pop it up. Because I can. Lisa, Lisa. Ugh, I want the regular size ones. Lisa, Lisa. I think that just the note was like better. And I could restamp it and just put it on top of that later if I do choose. All right, so somewhere here, or not, because we know how I am lately. And you can almost use anything. Anything goes. And then we're going to put it onto staff. Sue is going to get a bunch of seashells. Ugh. Is that the halftime show now? I did put that in, yes. And of course you can stamp on the inside. So there's card number 2. Maybe I didn't make 2 of this one. I didn't. Okay. And I already stamped the background. And this was stamp off and then on, second generation. He's climbing telephone pole. See, when you have paper like this, you just stamp your shells. And you have colorful. I did a lot of fussy cutting. This doesn't come with dies. I didn't use my machine either. Because I don't like to put like small pieces here, and because then you gotta like erase everything and then you click, 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 click. It's a pain. It's a pain. Okay, so then this is going to go in the middle. Ish. And then this is where I have to decide where I'm going to put my bow. Well, I could do that. You know. If I'm going to put that there, put that up there, this down here, I think it's best that way. You know, I don't use ribbon that often, but I'm determined. I mean, some more of it I'll use up in my baskets because I like twirling it around the rope when I sew it. Yep. Now, card number 4 is going to be my challenge with my hands. Hello. Welcome to my life. I used to be able to do like the teeniest little things. All right, so we'll put that there. Then we're going to put a couple underneath. I should have had the bigger ones. We'll put a few together. I mean, waste not, want not. Oh, and a friend of mine who sews at the sewing center with me, one of her neighbors opened up a business in on the east coast of Florida. has nothing to do with sewing. So, oh, I wanted a color around that. So she gave her, it's an old Viking embroidery machine that uses floppy disks. And she brought her boxes and boxes of fabric. So I am going down there tomorrow to pick up the machine and all the hoops, and hopefully it works. The instructor at the sewing center said she would help me, check it out. And if it only needs a little work, they can fix it right there for me. Did I want this one's? No. We'll use these again. I was hoping this would work better. I don't really like that with that. So I am going to later look for, hold it, use these. These will work. Come on. So yeah, free is free, and if it works and I can do bigger things besides 4x4, I'll be one happy camper. We'll just put it right there. So there's card number 3. Okay, and then there is this one. So there's a lot of stuff here. Just a little hello. Okay, that one I saw. We're good. Just a note went missing. All right, so let's put this in and get it out of the way. And then we're going to see if my fingers can rip the paper. But I do have a little trick. Get back here. You go back there. All right, set that aside. So I have all these scraps. This is the base right there. And we're going to work from inside out. So I want this to be about halfway. So I've got water. And this is a little longer, so I'll probably have to tear it there. But if you wet it, if you don't wet it, it gets like cheek. And most people's fingers can't handle that, especially mine. Now, I think this is going to be a little long, so let's just wet it a little bit more here. Come on now. See, once I get where it's not wet, I can't tear it. And you could cut it off at the bottom. I mean, I could do that. That's fine. I'll cut the rest of it off. Now, there might be other ways to do this. I don't know. And I did want to sponge this one a little bit, but I'll do a trick after. It doesn't matter. All right, so this one I want to go about there. And you can even draw a line. You can do it with a die instead of tearing it. Take a little bit more off of there. Okay, this was Pool Party. This is Summer Splash. We're going to do it that way. No, we're not going to do it. We could do it that way and then cut it. But no, we're going to do this. So I want it about, well, I have no choice. It's got to be there. Nope, it's got to be there because I got the blue. Okay. Duh. Duh. You know, I bet if you drew your line with that, it's tearing really good. That might make it easier too. But just wetting it, oh my goodness, it makes it so much easier. And I'm actually glad I didn't sponge them, you know, like around, because that would. But of course, once you tear it, you can sponge them. And then you have that, like how this looks here, it would look like that. And you're never going to get them to look exactly alike unless you use a die of some sort and do a lot of measuring. Okay, and then we've got that one. And it was easier to take a cup with water rather than try to squeeze this constant. It's looking good. It's looking good. There's really not that much to cut off of there. All right, so this gives it a little depth because you've got those layers. And then we could do it I could do it like this, or maybe I'll switch it around and do it like that. I think I need to trim this down a little bit. Hold on. I should do the other side. It'll be easier. Not as many layers. Yes, I should have done that. All right, I want it 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. I'm not messing with that side again. All right, let's get rid of that. So if I do this, the just a little hello will be there instead of down here. Let's see. Let's see. See, if I do it that way, I'd want that like that, and this like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way. Make it a little different. So that can go on top. Look how they're just laying in the water. All right, let me stamp my just a little hello before I mess up. Look what I just found. Just a note. It was right there. There's just a little hello. All right, I'm going to do that one in. It's down here on the floor because I ran out of room. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Pretty peacock. I'm debating. I kind of like my sentiments on the bottom. All right, I'm switching it back. And then I'll move these back around. Maybe that'll go over that. Could add another one too. I'm so fickle. All right, just a little hello. That's it. No change in minds now. No changing of the mind. Too late. Oh, I could do that. Okay. We'll do that. Come on. Oh my goodness, my fingers. Put something right there. Let's see what I got in here. Let's do it. This has a little sparkle on the paper because it had silver speckles on it. All right, and then I wanted these water spots. Need the other one, maybe. I can't win. I know some people do it so easy. Nothing's easy for me. It flipped over. Even that way, they don't want to slide off. And we'll do another big one right there. Oh, there was something else I was going to do. A very light, I don't know if the Stampin' Up! One's going to do it. SU 700. Might do it. Just like a little shadow. All right, SU 700 worked. Okay, so there's card number 4. And then the last one, I did this one. I planned on more, but I only did this one using some other stuff from other sets. I really miss having Sand Dollar in this set, but that's okay because I got a supply. So let's bring these back. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Let's put this in so the glue does not dry up. Get rid of the boogie. Okay, so we got that. We got, I'm going to add another one. I'm going to remove these and move something around on that one because I like this one better. There's that. There's that. So, yeah, just a note. I like the just a note. So I am going to change that one. And then sending good thoughts from the Florida girl. I got the New York out of me. No more New York. New York, New York. All right, you guys. So thanks for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. The last one, Anna, what's your favorite one? This one? It's fun. Just remember to try that water. It dries, you don't even see it. And you can let it dry, you know, like lay them down where you want them, let it dry, and then sponge them or sponge it while it's wet. Might work. All right, so thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week, maybe with bells on. And yeah, I think I'm going to do, what did I say? That other set? Yeah, that other new set that I got. Oh, it's on the floor. And yeah, if not, you know my motto. I don't know what, but it'll be something. See you next week.